Good morning, one and all. In today's lecture, we will learn about different study file formats such as ext2, ext3, and swap file system. Along with that, we will learn about the current version, that is ext4. Now, which are the different types of file systems supported by the Linux? This picture shows that there are different file systems are supported by the Linux, such as ext, ext2, ext3, ext4. Ext stands for extension. So ext extension file system, it was first introduced in case of Unix, and that features has been taken for these next versions such as second, third, and fourth. Current version is a fourth, and these are the other file system. These are also supported by Linux. Also, we can include some two files as FAT file system and NTFS file system. Now, what is a file system? File system is nothing but it containing users information, users data, and some metadata. What is a metadata? In database, you have already learned. Metadata means data about data. Now, whatever data we are storing, its information will be stored in this metadata. Means what? That it's the size of that file, then when it is created, who is the owner of the file, which are the different permissions has been given to the file. Permissions means read, write, execute permissions given to the file. Which of the files has been opened, what we are performing that functions with that file, where we have stored this file, that is the address location. Is there a 2 or 3 copies of the files are stored on that particular machine or not? So these information it is stored with this metadata. Now we will see this different extension. Just I told you that this ext extension, this file system, it is used by the Unix. Now the next file system, it is ext2, ext3, and ext4 file system. Now ext2, it is a second extended file system. It has been introduced in 1993 and it has been developed by Remy Card. It was the first default file system in several Linux distributions such as Red Hat, you know about the Red Hat, and Debian. Debian, it is another distribution. For Debian distribution, Ubuntu, it is one of the OS of Debian family, Ubuntu and Kubuntu. So Ubuntu, you can say about the Debian, and it has overcome some feature limitations of extension file system. Now let's see about the size of the file system. Size is 16 GB to 2 terabyte. It can be maximum file size for that file system. Next feature, that it doesn't provide journaling feature. Now we will see later what is the journaling feature and where it can be used. It can be used for storing data in case of your USB drive or CD cards. So external drive that you can use with the help of extension 2 file system. Then later on, extension 3 has been introduced in 2001 and it has been integrated with the kernel number 2.4.15 with some journaling features. Now see, in extension 2 it is not supporting journaling feature, extension 3 it is supporting journaling feature. Because of that, it is more reliable than this ext2, and file size is the same, 16 GB to 2 terabyte of file size it is having. Then it provides the facility to upgrade from ext2 to ext3 file system. So suppose I want to store data from ext2 to ext3 file system, it is possible to upgrade that particular file system. Current version is extension 4. It is not part of your curriculum, but still you should know about this extension 4. So if you have tried to install Ubuntu on your laptop, then you have seen that copying the file in the format of ext4. So current versions of OS are supporting file system as a extension 4. Now this extension 4 file system, it has been introduced in 2008 and it has been merged with the kernel 2.6.28. It has backward compatibility feature, means suppose I have created files in ext2 and ext3 and later on I want to use these files, access these files in this file format, then it is possible. So I can open the file which are created in the older versions. That is the meaning of backward compatibility. Now what is the file size? File size is about 16 GB to 16 TB. Now in both cases of ext2 and ext3, you can see here 16 GB to 2 terabyte, and here it has been increased to 16 TB. ext4 system have an option to turn off journaling feature. So let's first of all see what is a journaling feature, then you will understand what I want to say. Now a journaling file system, it keeps a record that which are the changes that you have done into the file, that whether you are writing something into the file, you are reading that file. If you are writing, then at which line you have done the changes and what changes you have done, all these things will be recorded in another log file. If suppose there is some power failure occurs, then and I want to recover the data, then it is possible with the help of the journaling file system. So ext3 supporting journaling file system, ext4 it is also supporting journaling file system. Means I can recover data if there is a power failure or your system get crash and we haven't saved that file. Automatically whenever we are doing some changes to a file, that data will be kept into some log that is another text file, and then it will be get reflected once we restart our machine. Now just in this ext4, you can read here that ext4 file system have an option to turn off that journaling feature. To turn off means suppose right now it is supporting journaling feature, I don't want to use that feature, then this facility is provided in extension 4 that I can turn off that feature. Now why should I turn off the feature? Because even though journaling feature it is a good one, but it is one of the system overhead on the performance. So I want to increase the system performance and I'm not caring about what are the changes I am doing. Then what I can do, just turn off this feature and go ahead. Okay, so this feature of turn off, it is provided only with this extension 4, not with this older ext3 version. Then some another features provided by the extension 4 as subdirectory scalability. If you see in the case of extension 3, then maximum subdirectory that you can create, it is up to 32,000. And in for extension 4, it has been scalable up to 64,000, means up to 64,000 subdirectories that you can create. Then multi-block allocation. Now when you want to write your data, your file into hard disk, then your hard disk is first of all divided into different blocks, and we can reflect that file data into the different blocks. One way is that we can write down sequentially one block at a time. So one block of data will be copied from file and that will be reflected to your hard disk. Then second block, then third block, and so on. In this feature ext4, it is supporting for multi-block, means that multiple blocks will be data will be get selected, copied, and that will be written to your hard disk. I have suppose a file with a 10 bytes of data, 1 byte for one block, assume. Okay, so 1 byte for one block, so 10 blocks are required. These 10 blocks can be get reflected at the same time. So we are saving the time and we are increasing the performance of the system with the help of multi-block allocation. Then delayed allocation. Right now I am creating a file and currently I don't want to store it. So just I am creating a file and later on that file will be get saved into your system. That is possible with the help of the delayed allocation. Then fast FSCK, FSCK for file system consistency check. So your file is consistent or not, it can be opened properly or not. So that particular consistency can be checked with the help of the inode. So what it is doing, it will just find out the inode numbers and track one by one different inode files. First of all used inode and then it will go with this unused inode. So all the inode will not be checked. First of all it will use or it will check with this used inodes. So in this way it is providing the fast FSCK. So these are some few features are provided by the extension 4. Now let's see some differences ext2, ext3 and ext4. ext2 stands for extended, 3 for third and 4 for fourth. Now this one introduced in 1993, 2001 and ext4 in 2008. Okay. Then main feature here, ext2 not having journaling, ext3 support journaling, ext4 support journaling, and its the file size is large, and even you can turn off that particular journaling feature. And along with that, you can write down this difference also. Then file size related to, just we have talked about it, 16 GB to 2 TB for ext2 and ext3, and for ext4 16 GB to 16 TB. So this is up to extension file system, and I think everyone of you understand about extension file system. So which one is currently used? Extension 4 that is currently used, not extension 2 and extension 3. Then we will see about the swap. Okay, in next lecture we will see about the swap. So we will stop over here.